Well, no card draw, but double tutelage? Interesting. We could really use a Howling Mine type card. So, Tranquil Cove, go. See what our opponent's on. Red. Goblin Guide. So, Burn is not a great matchup pre-board. This is an example of one of the matchups we're definitely not favored in. It's a little better post-board when we have Leyline of Sanctity type effects. Would be even better in the non-budget version where we would have actual Leyline of Sanctity, but ooh, Dawn Charm might have been a better choice. Well, we're probably not going to trigger it anyway. We'll see. Another mountain. Oh, this is goblins? Never mind. This is a good matchup. Or at least somewhat reasonable. Well, we'll take 3. Temple Bell on top. Alright, play the land. Play Temple Bell. Hope we don't die next turn. If they can go 1-drop into whack, we take so much damage that we're probably dead. Well, no whack, so that's fine. We still take a bit, but not anywhere near as bad as it could have been. So we take 3. We're mostly just concerned about preventing their reach. We can stop their creatures all day. They're just going to Goblin Grenade right now. Alright. That's what we're worried about. We need our Dawn Charms. Draw an island. Tranquil Cove. Well, I guess we go island into Sphinx's Tutelage. Another Goblin Guide. And Bushwhacker, sure, good thing we have an Ethereal Haze. We would love to mill their Goblin Grenades, and also Lightning Bolt, secondary. So Loyalist, Goblin Guide reveals non-land. Alright, let's draw the Angel Song. So we get another chance at this Goblin Guide trigger. Mill a ton of cards. Goblin Grenade. So we got a Goblin Grenade and a Lightning Bolt. That's good. And we got the land. Now we Ethereal Haze, prevent the damage. Get another mill trigger with our Tutelage. That one didn't mill as much. So now we play Glacial Fortress, play a Sphinx's Tutelage. And it's not impossible that we just mill our opponent out over the next, like, 3 turns. Maybe even sooner than that, depending on how the decks line up. Pile Driver, not what we were worried about. Bushwhacker, also not what we're worried about. Opponent goes attacking. See, in this situation, they should not attack with Goblin Guides. They have lethal anyways. And they're just giving us free lands, or at least a potential for free lands. So it's worth being aware of if you're playing 8 whack or another Goblin Guide deck. So we get a land for no reason. We get 2 lands, so they just drew us 2 cards since they attacked with that. So we'll just cast an Angel Song here. Temple Bell. How many? We get double Sphinx triggers, Tutelage triggers. Mill 2, including a Goblin Grenade, which is good, and another Lightning Bolt. Tutelage says mill 4 and mill 2. So now we just play a Howling Mine, play Tranquil Cove. Tranquil Cove means we don't die to 1 Lightning Bolt and 1 Goblin Grenade. So I think it's worth going to 9. There are benefits. And we get a lot of mill triggers, so hopefully we win next turn. Marshall. Yeah, I think we're good. Still attacking with the Goblin Guides, which we won't complain about. Goblin Guide reveals Temple Bell. Well, let's draw. So we get another shot with Goblin Guide. Tutelage mills a couple more. Goblin Guide, Dictate on top. So we need to Poundland Lullaby. We win the clash, so all those creatures won't untap next turn. Although there probably isn't a next turn since we drew another Temple Bell. We'll put it to the bottom. I don't think we need it. I think we win no matter what. Or it's likely that we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's going to be hard for us not to win from here. Fork Bolt puts us to 7. Alright, Tutelage, Howling Mine. Yeah, we're guaranteed to win from here. Mill 2, or actually Mill 4, Mill 4, 2, Mill 2, Mill everything, play a land, and just pass the turn, discard, and that does it. Yeah, it seems like a decent matchup. A little worried about Smash the Smithereens out of the sideboard, but we have Orbs of Warding, we have Core Firewalker, Forge Tender, and Negates, and we can mill them out pretty fast. I think we get rid of Gideon, we get rid of Supreme Verdicts, a Dictate, and Elixir. Try it like that. No white mana, but some decent cards. We'll see. Depending on our draw, we could just get run over in this one on the draw. Well, there's white mana. That helps. Turn 3 can be a big damage turn, so we want to be aware of that on turn 3. Well, a 1-lander, eh? No, we take 2, down to 19. Shelldock Isle gets us a... I guess we just take Holy Day. A Fog for the late game. Our opponent really needs a land drop. Goblin Guide. Goblin Guide's not bad, although we can Holy Day here. And I think we will. Goblin Guide, Angel Song on top. So let's just Holy Day. And then Island into Temple Bell. We're going to take our chances. If our opponent has a land into Bushwhacker, then good for them. Well, there's land, and there's Bushwhacker. Okay, well, good for them. So we take a bunch here. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11 is a lot. The only good news is we do have some answers to... Ooh, we'll land. We do have answers to Goblin Grenade and Lightning Bolt, which is helpful. Temple Garden, Glacial Fortress. I don't think we can play Tutelage yet. Let's just play Glacial Fortress and pass. I think we need to be able to leave up negates in case our opponent has a Goblin Grenade. Goblin Grenade, well, let's negate. Goes to attacks. We have a Forge Tender on top, also counters to negate. So let's just Angel Song. Or counters a grenade, not a negate. It works like a negate, plus it blocks something. Not that that's especially relevant here. Alright, grenades us down to 3. Well, Temple Bell gets us our Forge Tender, Ghost Quarter. So I think we just go Forge Tender, land, Sphinx's Tutelage, and trust that our Forge Tender can keep us alive, plus Holy Day to stop the creatures. So we can survive 1 Bolt or Goblin Grenade. Definitely survive Goblin Chieftain. So our opponent goes to attacks. We get a land. We Holy Day to prevent the combat damage. Alright, let's mill more burn spells would be nice. Ooh, another Dawn Charm is actually good. That counters a burn spell. And we mill a Legion Loyalist. Another Temple Bell. Tutelage. mills Goblin Guide. So let's go Glacial Fortress. Let's just wait on the Temple Bell. Let's just pass. I think this is safer. Leave up double Dawn Charm plus Forge Tender. We might Temple Bell pre-combat to see if we can hit a worse fog effect. There's Bushwhacker. Well, yeah, we might as well. See if we can hit a Holy Day or that type of effect. Temple Bell. Just a temple. So we will Dawn Charm. We have to. Mill another Goblin Guide and a Lightning Bolt. So here comes the attack. Get another land, and we will Dawn Charm to prevent the damage. Alright. Sack Forge Tender, prevent the damage from Goblin Grenade. Tutelage Trigger says not much. A Chieftain. Now we might have to main phase Temple Bell. That's silly, right? We don't have to. Well, we can Tranquil Cove, which means we're not dead to a Lightning Bolt. Yeah, let's Temple Bell. Another Tutelage. Well, I guess we just... Yeah, let's just play another Temple Bell. Pass the turn. Our opponent has, what, one grenade left? Grenade. Grenade. Oh, they're out of grenades. Alright. Well, since they don't have grenades, I don't feel too bad about where we're at. They need double Lightning Bolt to be able to kill us. And we should be able to mill them enough that next turn we'll be able to use this Holy Day from under Shelldock Isle. And then probably play the Shelldock Isle and use it the second Shelldock Isle the next turn. Goblin Guide. Oh, come on. Don't attack with Goblin Guide. You're just giving us free cards. I guess it's easier just to click attack with all, but less correct. So Goblin Guide, Ethereal Haze on top. Well, in that case, let's draw Ethereal Haze and save our Dawn Charm because it can counter something. Alright, they bowled us down to 1. Sure. The only downside of that is we could die to a Fanatic. We mill a War Marshal and get a land. Well, now we got a Tranquil Cove, so we don't just die to Fanatic. Ethereal Haze. Another Tutelage. Mill a couple. 1, 2, 3. Well, I think we need to play Tranquil Cove to not die to Mog Fanatic. Then we can play a Tutelage and just pass the turn. And I think we should be able to win next turn. Fanatic goes away. So we can Holy Day from under Shelldock Isle, assuming we use these Temple Bells. Alright, opponent goes to combat. Goblin Guide. So we'll do it in combat, so... Alright, we get a land. Get a land. Temple Bell. Get some Tutelage triggers. So we want these Tutelage triggers to be able to activate our Shelldock Isle. So we'll just do 1. And then we'll cast this Holy Day. And use the other one at the end of turn so our opponent can't play things main phase. Holy Day prevents all the combat damage. And we're still leaving up the Dawn Charm for a Lightning Bolt, which is the point of all this. Foundry Street, but we should be... yeah, I think we're guaranteed to win when we untap. Because we can technically just play 2 more Tutelages. And that's a lot of triggers. Whoa! Grenade? Grenade. Grenade. Oh, I was counting a guide as a grenade. Oops. Well, we get to counter it with our Dawn Charm, but now we're dead to a Lightning Bolt. Huh. I must have counted a Goblin Guide as a Goblin Grenade. Reckless Bushwhacker means we win, because our opponent doesn't have the mana to cast a bolt, even if they had one. So draw with Temple Bell, get a couple Tutelage triggers, and even another Temple Bell. Down to 9 cards, down to 7 cards, untap, Tutelage, down to... So our opponent just going to scoop here. And we got there. Sweet.